Hi, I'm the Adobe guy, and what I'm going to be showing you now is how to do puppet warp in Photoshop CS5. This is one of the new features that they brought in with CS5 and it is fantastic. So here we are in Photoshop and I've got two layers open. You see on the right hand side I've got two layers, one which has just the elephant on it and the other which is the background. Now this is important because I need to have the background behind where the elephant is going to disappear from. What I'm going to do is I'm going to roll the elephant's trunk up so it looks like he's feeding. First thing to do, make sure I'm on the elephant layer because that's the layer that I want to warp. I don't want to change stuff in the background, not at this stage. And I'm going to come across and I'm going to say edit puppet warp. And what it does is it puts a grid over the elephant, and I've got options here on the options bar, mode, normal. I can change it to I've got more points or fewer points. I'm just going to use the normal mode for now, and various other settings on there. Now what I can do is I can put some pins in, and I'm pinning the places that I want to stay still for now. So I'm just pinning a few places on the elephant, and I'm just going to pin a couple on the trunk as well. And I can then make him move. Now let's imagine I want to pin the back so the back stays still, and you can watch this elephant eating to your heart's content. And the various different things you can do here, various different things you can use this for. The simplest is obviously having a before and after shot. So that's the after, that's the before. So we can simply switch between the two. Or what you could do is you could stop at various different points and take a snapshot and then export them as an animated GIF. And so it would look like the elephant was actually eating. And that's all there is to puppet warp. One other thing I might let you know is that I was using it by just moving one pin at a time. And what you can actually do is, if you hold down the shift key, you can select two nodes at the same time and you move them both simultaneously. And there's all sorts of things that you can do by doing that. And if I just put extra nodes at the ends of the tusks here and then select both of them and move them around, you'll see I can make him quite an angry elephant. Useful of course for selecting multiple points on feet when I want the feet to jump up and down and make him dance. Yeah, so again, maybe a little bit more useful for people, that one, than elephants, but you never know. Okay, let me just pop into Mini Bridge because somewhere around here I've actually got some puppets. So I'm just going to drag this puppet on. I'm ignoring the background layer now because I just want to show you some things on Mr. Puppet here. So again, if I go into Puppet Warp, edit Puppet Warp, so I'm just going to put some pins in various places, and you'll notice I'm putting the pins on the joins, which is where it tends to be a good place to put pins. Now if I want him to waggle his head side to side, I can get his head waggling, but equally I can do this multiple selection, selecting, holding down the shift, and I can move hands around. Yeah. Or I can hold shift down again and I'm going to move hands and knees. And hey, now suddenly my little man is dancing. Now obviously it's looking distorted here because this is a JPEG, so it's got a white background on the back. Obviously if you'd done it with a cutout, so it's got a transparent background, it would give a much better effect. I hope that's been useful. I'm the Adobe guy, and thanks for listening.